Buenos dias, chicas and chicos. Here we are looking at example 2 for Math 7. This is lesson 6-8 on commission. So yeah, here we go. So Jimmy works for CGI Communication, and there's a typo here. There should be and sells different modes for advertising. This week, he earned a total of $589.25 after bringing in $6,790 in sales on websites. If Jimmy makes a 7.5% commission on all sales, determine how much of a weekly base pay he gets. All right, so just like we talked about, first thing that you want to focus on is those keywords that tell you about the type of formula or which formula you're going to be using. So definitely keyword of commission. Right there, commission is enough for me to know that I need to use that commission formula, hence the title of this lesson. A little bit more than that, though, you can see that there's that base pay, and commission is the only formula that mentions a base pay. We're talking about earnings, a total. He earned a total of that much. We have that official commission rate. So all those things, keywords telling us that we want that earnings is equal to the base pay plus rate times your total sales in parentheses. Next up, deciding which pieces are going to fall in or fill in for which pieces of my formula. So in our pink, we've got earned a total of $589. So earnings earned a total of, that is very obvious to us that 589 is going to go in for the E. The question's asking me to determine how much of a weekly base pay we get, which means the base pay is the piece that we don't know. So I'm going to leave that as the B. That's what we don't know. It is okay if you've got that as X or some other variable, of course. R is our rate. We know that percentage is always our rate. But don't forget that every single percentage needs to be put over 100. We need to be converting that to the decimal. And last but not least, that S for total sales. Right here in the problem, we've got that keyword of sales that I missed earlier when I was highlighting. So the 6,000 number is going to go in for the sales. Okay, now we math it up. First thing, order of operations, aka gems, tells me to start with the stuff inside of the parentheses. And inside of those gems, we are going to start with the division. We're going to divide the 7.5 by the 100 to get, and we're just going to ignore that phone call. Sorry, not sorry. To get 0.075. Next, continuing with gems inside of those parentheses, we're going to look at that multiplication. And this is where you definitely want to be jumping to a calculator if you haven't already. Because, yeah, work harder. No, work harder. Don't work harder. Don't work harder. You can tell it's Monday morning. Work smarter, not harder. So multiplying that gets me the 509. Okay, my pen's going to stop working. Gets me 509.25 plus B is equal to my earnings. And right here, we've got a one-step little baby equation that we need to solve in order to find the B. Very, very common mistake here is to do the wrong inverse operation. Looking at, if you need to old school draw your line down the middle, looking at what's preventing B from being by itself, that would definitely be BB, the 509. That's being added to the B, so I'm going to do the inverse of adding, and I'm going to subtract the 509.25 from each side. Swoopity swoop, getting me a final answer of B equals $80. So that means that I have a base pay of $80. Swoop. And there is that example too.